Hi, everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 37 with me, Sid, and we got ourselves quite a haul of bronze level tools and did a whole load of stuff on the last episode. This episode, I want to play around, I want to play around with this lot. I also want to play around with the Quarry, which doesn't look much like a quarry right now, just looks like a slight hole in the ground. Which I suppose is the definition of a quarry, but there you go. I want to visit the southern, or one of the southern traders, to see what they're offering, because utilising the traders seems to be something that I should be doing more of. So if I've got things that I can use to, for want of a better word, exploit. Hello, leather. Let's see what we can do with those as well. Let's pop those into there and seal. Let's go and get those and pop those into, oh no, need to scrape them first. Lovely. And then pardon me, pop those into there and seal. How are we doing for really not? No, at least that one. There, that should be lime water. I think it's empty, so we're going to need to create more lime water to continue with leather. That's fine. I don't know how much hide I've got left to process, but what I do know is the next thing I want to make is, let me just have a look. How much in the way of hide have I got, if any? I think they're all processed. Yeah, looks like they are. So I've got those, and I'm fairly certain that the 2, 4, 8 makes one leather backpack. So I need more to make any more backpackage, but if I were to drop that, pop that in, that gives us one whole extra slot. And I don't know, is there anything we can do with this? We can only create it sold by, and it purchased as well, so we could take it with us if we have got an agriculture trader. So where to start? It is 4:15, so maybe to start off with, what I should be doing is getting myself a little gravel, and I don't really want to do it from here. I prefer to do it from somewhere further away, so we don't have that going on. The gravel is going to couple with stone and various other bits to make points in which to grow our pumpkin patch. So this seems to be okay at the moment. Just grab as much of this as I can, or not as much of this as I can, obviously. There's as much as I can is a lot of gravel, but we want a mixture just to give the texture, get the kind of feeling down, and yeah. Come on, let me in there. There's a little bit more over there. That's 30. Don't want to have too many of these animations about the place, so let's take this a little bit further away now. And make the... maybe make the next bit. Alright, where are we? Maybe over here. Is this just straight onto stone? You really do muck up the water flows when you do this, don't you? What happens if I do lower down? There's still flowing water, but it's not as visible, I think. Maybe. Who knows? I'll just get a few samples, and then we'll see how that goes. Go over here, maybe borrow a little bit of this. I think it's just got a nice texture for the growing plots, so that's kind of where I'm thinking and coming from. A little bit more, and that will probably do it. I'll mix it up with cobble rocks as well. Whee! Up and there. Oh, one more and I've got a full stack. Okay, we'll do that. Right, that was that. Now, didn't I have... Just going to go... I'm wondering whether to get a bit of sand to mix in as well. Let's head over this way. While I need to do some work and a little bit of planning, it might look nice. Right, yeah, there is a bit of sand over here. Maybe this little island here would be. Again, I don't want a vast amount, just a little. Maybe I'll get the dirt as well, because I think it's medium fertility, it is. So hopefully then we'd get a whole... This flowing water thing, monster, would go away. I heard a drifter. Yeah, there's definitely a drifter under there. So we're definitely on top of a cave somewhere along the line. Doesn't matter. Let's just take out the whole lot. And see about making a half decent sized pumpkin farm, because pumpkins seem to be a weird problem. They obviously grow, and let me get out of that water. Go there. Right, we'll leave that there. Let's head back. They obviously grow in such a way that they can have a net loss, which is where I think the basis of it. You know, you if you get an average 2.4 per plant, one goes back in to make the seed, so you get 1.4. I think it was 2.4, 2.6. It's a number of 2 point something or other. Oh, that's my prospector's pick. I don't want to be playing around with that yet. So from that point you have, you know, so I mean, I've got a lot off of that one. That is 8 actually, isn't it? Yeah, 8 pumpkins off a single plant. That's pretty good, but that's not what the wiki says is a normal range. Anyway, I need to grab myself a few other bits and pieces. I do want to wall the structure as well eventually, so I'm probably going to need quite a lot of stone to make the walling, but I want a lot of stone to make more path anyway. And well, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, it's another day. I've got, I think, pretty much everything I need. I've marked out where I want my crops to go. I think I have anyway. Let me just work this one out again. So we've got them 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got a 1. Then you got 1, 2, 3. You see. Actually, no, that probably does work. Because we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Right. so what we're going to do is we are going to grab our shovel and we're going to take out pretty much everything up to and around. Well, I'm going to kind of work some of these areas out a little bit, because needless to say, we need to make sure that we've got enough material and everything else. And this obviously isn't necessary. This is just me wanting to get a look, a feel, if you will, for how this is going to go. So we will have this low fertility. I need some medium fertility soil, which is there. That's good. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab a little bit of this. I'm going to go through this shovel in no time. I was really hoping that it would help, but let's put you there, and then we can grab you, and that will go 1 and 2. So you got 1, 2, and then there, and maybe a bit of this going in as well. And then from this side, hang on. We'll just go out 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that would, I think, give us a rough shape. However, if that is your medium and that is medium, then 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, we need to go one more out, like so. I'm just trying to make sure there's enough space to maximize the crops that we get off of this. So 1, because I'll be honest, it looks like the maximum this can grow is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, you've got 1, 2 there. You maybe get 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I were to grow it here, it could perhaps get out that way. I think that will more or less do it. 1, if that was there, yeah, so that would go out one more. Right, so that gives us a shape here. We do the same over here, which is going to go, do I want, yeah, I think we want my fertile soil to be there, and perhaps there, and then from there go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we probably need this to drop back just a little bit as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And that would match up with 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So hopefully you can see the kind of shape we're going for with this. And from this side we're going to have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will come this way with the same again. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Okay. Let me just continue working on this, get this shape roughed out, and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, I need a hoe. I also need to eat. I've put down some wall. I'm not walling the entire thing. The wall is not actually, oops, hello, necessary for the security of the crops. Oh, hello, come on, get in there. The wall is more of a design feature to hide off that little build. I do need to harvest crops. I think I've got an awful lot which are ready, but that's a thing to do later. Certainly not a thing to do on camera. Crop harvesting. I need to actually do my bees as well. There's a similar thing. I mentioned it with Terra Firma Craft, and that is the what's the word I'm looking for here? It's the single nature of the game where it's a single player, and realistically modern farms, modern farming setups, if you like, can run absolutely immense areas of land with just one or two people, because they are heavily mechanized, heavily mechanized and heavily industrialized. Modern farming is nothing like this. So consequently, I did actually need to change out. There was one grass block. I'm not too worried. Consequently, when you do these kind of farming endeavors, the idea of one person managing a farm, a tiny farm like this, using primitive, for want of a better word, farming techniques are somewhat ludicrous. There we go, that is done. I've actually got 8. Let's do 8. And then we can continue on working around. Now, a farming endeavour in even Victorian eras would have been considerably more labour intensive than this. You would not have had these levels of industrialisation. It would have been large numbers of people working long hours to achieve the same results. This is going to go in no time. This copper thing is utterly useless. Copper prospecting pick. Let's have a look at the mode. So you've got density search mode, which is long range change, and then this is short range. Now I have actually set the range reasonably close. So I think what I need to do is break a block. Native gold in quartz, verified trace amounts. Native copper, verified medium amounts. And cassiterite. Cassiterite is... oops. I'm sure cassiterite is tin. And what did we say in the chat? Verified small amounts. So it looks like there might be some cassiterite within so many blocks of here. It's just actually how then we locate it, because it's not really giving me a great deal of mileage there. Well, I'm going to need another shovel. I don't think a copper shovel is worth it. I may as well work with flint shovels, because once we've got down so far we'll be into stone. Stone is what I want, because this is a quarry. So let me Let me finish this off. I'm going to go back and I think I'm just going to go and check the crops in this field and harvest what I can, because it is 20 to 7 at night. Sun's going down, which is a bit odd for June, but which of course the other thing, we're early June, so we should be later than this, but this is all, I'm sure the scythe would be easier, but you know what, I'm not near my scythe, I am near the field. And then maybe what we should do with the seeds is come over here and put these down. And again, scythe would have been a lot faster for getting the grass, but what I really want is a winter experience that is not quite so hand to mouth. So again, get all of these, and I've still got that crop over there to do, but I've still got 6 onions here, so let's move those around the field, put those in, and I think the last thing I have over here is rice, which I actually think I ended up worse off. No, I got the seeds. Okay, we'll put these over here then. And, oh, might as well pick me supper while we're at it, because while I can grow food that I can eat like this, I might as well. So I need to make myself some shovels, continue digging out that quarry, and I suppose I'll be back in a short little while. Back in a moment. Alright, I've harvested a whole load more flax. There is more crops to harvest. I inadvertently harvested a few items which were not ready, and there was that big stripe down the middle of things. Now I think what this basically translates to, so these ones are now ready. These ones, I think it's just out of the nutrients in the soil. I think that uses nutrient K, and this has only got 14.6%. That's 32, that's 29, that's 33. So when I'm planting these things, you know, that one has got 98K, so that one would probably be a good place to do. These have got heat problems. So yeah, farming is a little bit more in depth than just chuck it in the ground and hope. Now, Junior is now grown up, he's got a good weight, and generation 1. Still doesn't like humans. I did put food in the thing, they vet it all, I'll have to go and do that again. But I've made myself some shovels, and I'm going to go and start digging out this quarry. And what I ideally want from my pumpkin patch is I need to get 8 plus a whole load more pumpkins. Basically, as long as I get whatever I get over and above 8 is food, and then 8 we convert back into seeds. Again, this is a nutrient P. P's low on that one, not so bad on this. So, you know, we have to accept that certain things are not going to grow quite as well as we might like. But I made myself some shovel heads, got some shovels. Let's get in here and work out this. I also then need to work out how what I'm going to build in terms of blocks for the quarry access, because you know what we want is something that is almost like scaffolding. I don't know whether there's even anything like that in Vintage Story. If there isn't, we'll work it out. Probably use fences and slabs or something like that to make some strange scaffolding constructs. Anything will work really. It's just as we go deeper, we want to have the idea that it's a quarry and not just a hole in the ground. So we'll see how this goes. But right now, take away this layer of dirt, do the next layer of dirt, get a whole load more stone, and hopefully life will be good and happy. See you in a bit. Incoming. This has been pretty much a constant stream of these little buggers. So far, none of them are giving me any flax, however. And he's no exception. My inventory is pretty full as well. So we are getting steadily to a point where we've got a hole in the ground, and it is largely stone now, but there's still quite a lot of dirt. Remember, we're going back over to there, so this is going to be a big hole, and ultimately we need to work out why. Well, not why, we know why they spawn underground. How we stop that. These are all growing, they're doing the thing, and not really much more to say about it. What I do need to think about is some storage for all these dirt types, because I'm running out of space in the chest, and that is not a major problem, but it is a problem. So yeah, something to address. Still need to harvest some more crops. We need to sort out my hunger situation, because I still need to eat, and lots of fun things like that really. So with a bit of luck, not in that one, we'll have somewhere to stash some of these bits and pieces, and then I should be able to make a crate. Let me have a look. Just a crate, any old crate will do. It's blocks and planks. So if I remember rightly, I think we just make blocks like that, don't we? We do, so I need 8 plus 6, 14. That's one too many. One, two. Make that. Oops. Make the crate. Once I've got a crate down, then I can actually start addressing part of the underlying problem here. Where to put said crate though? Don't like it there. Just because it kind of sat there defying gravity, which irks me. It gives me a level of irkness. So let's try something a little bit less gravity defying. No, that's not gravity defying, is it? Silly. Only horizontal, and right, and then we'll take our low fertility soil and do that. And then we'll do the same with our medium. I think we've got less medium fertility soil, but actually we've got a fair amount of medium fertility soil, if I'm honest. So we need another 14 of those. Actually, let's not do them all the same. Let's have them stacking up differently. 1 and a 2. Almost. And a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Right, and grab you, pop you in up there. So I'll just go with that because I've got one ready made. Bump, bump, and then we can get all of the dirt out of my chest, and it becomes less of an issue, which is brilliant. Come on, give me all the... Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me just sort this out. Be back in a sec. All right. Man can only dig a hole for so long. And I have reached my hole digging limits. I'm going to leave my prospecting pick here for the time being. And I've harvested quite a lot of the crops. I haven't harvested them all because, you know, again, there are limits to how much breaking crops you can do and still, you know, get a buzz out of it. And I've moved some spelt over here. I've got a whole load of flax growing over here because, you know, we had issues with the fertility of the soil in the other fields, and I think I'm going to need to make some more fields. That's the long and short of it. Ultimately, we'll have multiple fields. We'll rotate them around, and hopefully have some fun with it and get, you know, some real crop rotation in the 14th century vibe going on. If you went to school in England and did geography, you'll know exactly what I mean when I say talk about crop rotation. This one is growing slowly, and the reason for that is because the dirt is particularly crap, but that's too late. We put them in. These ones are growing nice and quick. Don't want to go and do the whole. What I want to do is start off. I'm going to go and have a look at this trader up here and see if his trades have reset, and then we're going to take a trip down to the other trader at the other end of the lake, see what his trades are, see what, if anything, we can get with what we got. Pardon me, I'll belch a little bit because, you know, it's Saturday when I'm recording this. It's a nice time to just have a cold beer, you know what I mean? But yeah, not seeing anybody. Let's be ready for furry bundles of teeth though, because there was a wolf I heard off to what is currently my right, so it's entirely possible he could have moved over this direction and we could be, you know, fighting for our lives. One of us anyway, although I'm not going to get too cocky about it after those three ganged up on me the last time, because, you know, just goes to show that you can't predict anything. And as the right, he's got new goods in 6 days. You've got a reinforced shield. You've got a black bronze sword. My sword is okay actually. Got a wolf pup, leather bracers, fur gloves, knee-high fur boots, bow, bismuth bronze arrows. What are you buying? You're buying leather for 1 gear for 6. No, naff off. Bowl, ceramic. Oh, you're buying honey for 1 gear for 3. It's not bad. It's not. Yeah, all right. Forget it. Sewing kits. No. Yep. To be honest, nothing there that I'm absolutely... I mean, I think he did have some bread. I should have had a look what that was. But let's go down and see what's at the other end of the lake and see what the trader has got over there, shall we? And I'll have a little forage, see what we can see while we're out and about as well. I'll have that loose flint because I've used a few. Right, yeah, this game is pretty, you know, and they've done it is actually a really good job they've done with this. I'm going to guess the gold that I detected is in the flint, because I think you get gold as a trace element in quartz. Now, there's a big question mark about where the tin is. I think it's got to be in another stone layer, because I'm fairly certain tin doesn't spawn in claystone. So even though my prospecting pick says there's a small sample of tin somewhere, I'm not sure entirely where it is. And, well, we'll see how we go. But I'm going to head down to the other end of the lake. I'll see you when I get there. Alright, here he is. I did manage to kill a rabbit on the way down. He fell into a hole, so I jumped in with him and killed him. A little bit of red meat. Changed my diet up a little bit, you know. Stay healthy. That's the important thing. So let's see. Okay, so you will buy... Oh, you'll buy those if I... But how am I supposed to even get them? You'll buy a merchant hat, shoes, bracelets, or an owl treasure chest. Okay. You'll sell me... pretty much nothing. Alright, fine. You are rubbish. You are not worth the effort of coming over here. Alright, well... never let it be said that I didn't try. There's a little fox. What does the fox say? Oh, and there is... There's a half decent cave system down there. I never knew that was there. Not entirely sure how you would get in and out of it. That is actually a pretty big cave system. Somewhere around here, there probably. That looks to me to be the way in and out. And I just heard a wolf as well. Yep, that's definitely the way in and out. Look at him waving his arms. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. No, you're not, sir. Neither are you. So forget it. Just back off. Oh, you're a deep guy, huh? Ow. Alright. Well, we'll have a little look. Nothing on that one. Oh, gear. My new best friends. Oh, I see you over there, yeah. Slimy things. Yeah, I mean, we probably need to go deeper if we're going to make any headway in a cave like this, but not entirely sure how much deeper I would want to go, to be honest. Oh, he's still there. Still having a good old try hard to get up and see me. Oh, hi. Let's wow, there's two of them. Give them a quick loot while we're here. It'd be wrong not to. Hup. Hup. I can't get quite close enough. And nothing in that one either. Don't know whether I can do anything with those. I know there is a mod that allows me to do stuff with those. But yeah, the cave just apparently goes down so far and stops. I think this is going to be the half of the challenge, is finding a really good cave. And this has got certain prospects, because some of these caves do look like they go quite deep. So potentially for the future, a useful cave. But right now, I think the best thing to do is get home and continue on with my quarry. Just because, you know, I've been at it for a while, and every time, I mean, it's not the most interesting thing digging a hole in the ground, but it's probably the easiest way to get significant quantities of stone. So, you know, swings roundabouts really, isn't it? Whoop, and you, right. Yeah, I'm going to get back now. I'm going to stop getting distracted, and I will see you back at home. Alright, well, we've dug a big hole. We have got all the dirt. I just got ambushed and picked up temporal gear, and also, I think that was it actually. So one of them had a gear, basically. These things are growing. That one's obviously very slow, but the rest of them are growing quite adequately, so that's all good. Next thing I need to do is think about what I'm going to do for quarry access equipment. And I also do need to, what? Ingredient for the hacking spear. Okay. And obviously we've reset our spawn point, so don't know. We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Now, what to do about... Oh, that doesn't go in there. Let me pop you up in there. No. Let me pop that in there. The fat goes in there, as does, well, the hide would go in there. If we had somewhere, that block can come out. That can go in. I suppose that can come out, and the hide can go in. That's my spare torch, so I don't get caught out by not having torches, because, you know, that seriously doesn't go down well. That one is full, 1,280. That is the limit on those things. I did kill a sheep that had, a ram actually specifically, that had fallen into my quarry hole. So that was just too good an opportunity to pass up, really. So we got a whole load of that. We got a whole load of that. I still need somewhere for you. What's in there? Clay. Okay. So yeah, you can go in there. That's fine. Right. That's pretty much all good. I'm going to stick. Should I sift that? I think I will. If we sift it, then it's gone, isn't it? There we go. And it's something to do. I do desperately need to eat, however. And I've got this meat that I need to cook up now. So let me see about all of the things we can do. And nom nom nom. That might as well nom nom that as well. I really did let myself get hungry on that one. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can do 2 3s, and that 2 we can cook just up as meat. Okay, I need some veg then, don't I? Let me get that on that one. In fact, no, let me just go in here. If I'm going to do a 4 for definite, I want a piece of fat, because one of them is going to get stored for winter. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think in somewhere I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus another 6 is 14, isn't it? There we go. That will do us. That will make us some nice meat stew. While I sift dirt standing in a wet hole in the ground. Yeah, that is pretty much what's going to be my existence. Actually, that was quite wrong, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too many. And light it. Okay, that's off. You can take those. They will go in there. Light that one up. So I need 3 and 1, 2, 3. The rest of that lot can go back. Okay, I'm going to get this sifted. I'll be back in the morning. Alright, that was a successful sifting. I'm just sleeping the night off because I need to empty my food because I'm run out of crocs. I need to make some more. But yeah, I came out of that with... That was not what I intended to do. Damn it. Okay. I intended to eat that one. Alright. Let's pick you up. We'll pop you there. In addition to another book, which is Law Return, Part 1 of 2. Return. I woke up in the dark, everything painful, every breath in agony, cheerful. Waiting changed nothing. I started crawling. I couldn't keep track of how long. Weeks, months, maybe. All the tunnels had changed, not that I could remember the way anymore. I'd feel my way forward, finding dead after dead, a dead end after dead end, digging with my hands when I could, hearing other things down there with me. Eventually I found my way out. Everything changed. Green again, brown, red, blue. Life returned. I could finally look at myself. Everything still hurt. I was broken. Flesh half gone. Joints missing. No leg. I can't remember what happened after the black sick reached my head. Okay, that was nice. Anyway, also, flint arrowheads, copper arrowheads, more bones, some more flax, a rough diamond, which I have no storage for. You really do need to... And a gold nugget, which will be next door. I'm going to just check something here. Yeah, I can put them down. Oh, lovely. That's a nice little decorative item as well then. So we got me food. That's my good one. It is sealed, so it's once it goes down here, it should have a reasonable... That's got 2 years. They've got 1.5 years. So, yeah, that's going to keep through the winter. That's what matters. But I do need to make more crocs. We'll do that another time, however. Not oh yeah. I was going to put the gold away, and I was going to... You've probably all noticed already, but there are 2 things on my hotbar. The first thing was actually one of the first things I sifted up. And again, I need somewhere to store some stuff in here. Okay, this is not good. So we got bronze laminae, which, you know, one smelts into 1 ingot. And then I got bronze chain, which smelts into 2 bronze ingots. And and it can be used to make chain armor on a leather body jerkin, but I think to me it's far more valuable as a big old hunk of bronze that I can turn into bronze tools at this point, because I'm not going to get that many sifting. However, I need somewhere to store it. I'm just going to grab those. We'll pop those in there for now, and I will not forget that they're there. Honest, I won't. I really won't. Let me just pop you on there. You on there. Right. So armed with all of that, we've still got some crops to harvest. We've still got bees to see to. I've still got more crocs to make and fire. But what I really want to do is just get this wall finished. And to get this wall finished, I am going to need a fair bit. But this is, yeah, these are growing out lovely. The only one, as I say, that isn't is this one, which is taking its time. But I'll live with that. Let's go over here, and then the other thing I do need to think about, and that's probably a good thing. Let me have a look at oak. So we've got oak crates, you've got oak logs, oak stuff, there's oak boards, oak fence, rough hewn gate, and that's about it. I don't think we've got anything like frames other than the pulverizer frame, which, I mean, it might be interesting to build out of. I'm sure it wasn't, well, I'm not sure it wasn't, I know it wasn't intended to be built out of, but, you know, what we need is I need enough to make walls and paths and all of the stuff, so gonna keep digging and just get the walls situation sorted in here for starters. The bronze will come in really handy later, so I'm not going to get upset about getting those out of the things. That was a really good sifting session, and let me get myself some stone together, and let's get that wall onto the pumpkin patch, and then we can start thinking about pathing, because we're going to want a path to the quarry. This quarry, I think I will encompass the quartz over there eventually, if I ever need that much stone. But yeah, bringing this down, I mean, this was a major job, but hopefully when we get better tools, digging out dirt like that won't be quite so tedious. Who am I fooling? Of course it will be. Just durability will be the big thing, won't it? The fact that we haven't got the durability loss. So yeah, dig out a whole load of stone, make some walls, check how long I've been recording. Progress wise, not a huge amount, but you know, we've made a pumpkin patch. We've finally finished digging out this quarry area, or at least the first chunk of this quarry area. We know there's some tin potentially around here, although exactly where, that's, you know, that's a different question. But I do know for one thing for certain, and that is it is not in this claystone. So yeah, that is a big important distinction there. Let's have a look. How many walls do I get? Do I get enough off of that lot? Do I get 10? So 20. Let's not go mad. Still one path. Yeah, that will, it'll probably not be enough, but again, I'm leaving a fair amount of space around, and I am destroying the grass, if there's grass there, before before we place it, because we've seen what happens, or what appears to happen, when grass grows where it shouldn't be able to grow. I think this will work okay. Gives us a clear demarcation of the area. We can use you to make some road pathing. We'll come out. I'm not going to go in straight lines everywhere, but what I'll do is we'll come over here. This lot, it's a butterfly. I just saw a shadow over my shoulder. This lot we really do need to have a bash at as well, just because, I mean, it's only a thin layer, so shouldn't take us that long to pull this out. It does give us capability of things like glass, and I can definitely hear something down there, so there's definitely caves going on down underneath here somewhere as well. But it just makes sense to keep on clearing this as well. I say, now I've got bronze, I've got the prospects of 3 more bronze pickaxes over and above the one I've got. And I think I don't think any other tool I would want to waste the bronze on. I think, for me, we come in this way and, you know, work all of this stuff. Anyway, I'll be back in a little while. Alright, I have been going for around about 56 minutes on this recording, so probably waffling too much. That's nothing new for me. The pumpkin patch is doing really well. I have put a very crude scaffold in. The fences don't join to the slabs, very much like Minecraft, to be honest, so that's a minor irritant, but we've got that in. We can mine stone. We've got, you know, stuff going on. Let's see if we cannot get a mega screenshot taken and harvested most of the crops. So we've got that. We can come down on the ladders. We'll, you know, I may do them on the inside, I don't know yet, and then we'll put some more scaffolding around, and then we'll come out and we'll maybe come along here, and then we'll come this way, and it'll just come down in steps. So the quarry won't be all of this, but it will, you know, take into account quite a lot of the area. So we may, you know, come down here, for example, if I can get myself down, and then we will have some of this going on. So there, and there, a little bit of that one. That will come down and obviously go out that way. And then we'll put supports in, and, you know, world will be, if not good and happy, at least happy-ish. We can probably just finish off some of this here. Oops, I just made a mistake. That might actually be an answer though, so let's just check something out. If I can stop throwing things. If I were to chop that out and then place that in, that joins up. So yeah, that works, doesn't it? We can use those as a mechanical join for the steps. They'll come down. That will give me, well, again, I've got another one here, so I can place that in there. Maybe do one of those just to vary up the stair bits. And then you've got a little bit of that. And a little bit more make sure they are horizontal place only. We do need to bring up the, and that will obviously come out like that. And then we continue down a few blocks, maybe 3 or 4 blocks, before we throw in another platform. And maybe this platform will be, maybe that'll come around here a wee bit, as we've already discussed. So something like this perhaps. Take a little bit of that out, so it's not all roses. And oh no, damn you. Hang on a second. I know I said I was finishing and I've been recording for a while, but you know, second wind and all. A little bit more of those. Another one of those. Those need to go like that. That can go like that. You whack another one of those in. So you get that going, and we start to see a shape emerging of a work platform. This is going to be awkward, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, maybe that needs to come out of there then, and maybe we need to put it in here. Simple enough. We take these out, take that out, and work it all. You know, this is not perfect. This is not perfection first time. I don't believe in perfection first time. But it's important to have a go and see what you can come up with to make something work the way you want it to work. So that's fine. We can walk around there, maybe have your ladder there, maybe have your ladder over on that one, I don't know. We'll maybe even come a couple further out. Like so. Stick another one of them down there. Get that one in there. Need a couple, one of those perhaps. A couple of one of those. Again, make those like that. And I realise now I am just waffling, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get these rocks because that was the purpose of this quarry. We'll pop a ladder here to remind me that that's where the next ladder's going. And yeah, I think this will give at least a story to a function of a massive great hole in the ground. Stick a few lights on it at some point and life will be good and happy. Right, on that note, thanks for watching guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.